The papyrus, putting on my table every month. I don't wanna be sad. Don't even try to hide it. No, I don't wanna lose it. And you say how it is, it's so inviting. The papyrus, we're all so alive. The papyrus.
Hello, welcome to the Papyrus TV News Update. First, the headlines. Honorable Owolabi Rasaq honored by Share Oke-Agbonna Cool-Operative. Enugu State debate team to represent Nigeria at World Championship in Panama. Kwankwaso accuses Lagos of attempting to colonize northern Nigeria. Governor Bago calls for revocation of Minna Suleja Road project. Niger NLC confirms readiness for 80,000 minimum wage implementation. House to deliberate tax reform bill amid northern protests. Nigeria-India plays stronger strategic partnership. Now the news in full. Honorable Owolabi Olatunde Rasaq of Kwara State House of Assembly has been recognized with an award of excellence by the Share Oke-Agbonna Multipurpose Cooperative Society Limited. The award was presented during the society's one-year anniversary celebration led by Alhaji Ishaka Abioye, CEO of Abioye Blocks Industry. Honorable Owolabi, who is representing Share Oke Federal Constituency at the State House of Assembly, was honored for his outstanding contribution to the progress of the cooperative and the community at large. In his acceptance speech, Honorable Owolabi thanked the Olukpako of Share, Alhaji Suleiman Olawale Haruna Penkpe Biasa II, Alhaji Ishaka Abioye, and all members of the society for finding him worthy of the recognition. Together we will continue to make this society great, inshallah, he pledged. Meanwhile, the Enugu State debate team has been selected to represent Nigeria at the World School Debate Championship (WSDC) in Panama, scheduled for July 2025. This prestigious nomination by the President's School Debate Nigeria (PSDN) followed their stellar performance at the 2024 Democracy Day National Debate Championship Finals in Abuja. In a letter dated November 5, 2024, Usman Mohammed, chairman of the PSDN's National Advisory Board, congratulated Governor Peter Mba on the team's success. Your state team's first-place finish at the national finals had earned you the honor of representing Nigeria at the upcoming WSDC in Panama. This global event is the premier gathering for early school debaters, the letter reads. The winning team comprises Emmanuela Chukwuma, Holy Rosary College, Chiamaka Okuibe, Queen Schools, Goodness Chinedu Chiemerie, St. Patrick's College, and Chibukem Okadike, College of Immaculate Conception, credited their victory to Governor Mba's prioritization of education. Governor Mba had earlier awarded scholarship and cash prize to the team, emphasizing the importance of education in his administration. He highlighted that education received the largest share, 33% of the state's $521.5 billion 2024 budget. Our focus on education is part of a broader strategy to eliminate poverty through transformative policies, Mba stated, reaffirming his administration's commitment to creating a brighter future for Enugu State. Meanwhile, Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, leader of the Kwankwasiya movement for 2023 presidential election of the new Nigerian People's Party, NNPP, has alleged effort by Lagos to dominate the northern region politically and economically. Speaking at the convocation ceremony of Skyland University in Kano, Kwankwaso claimed that Lagos has been central to disrupt over Kano's emirate and is exerting undue influence on the choices of the emirs. Clearly, there is a concerted effort from Lagos to colonize our part of the country. They now dictate who leads us in Kano, he said. The former Kano state governor also raises concerns about tax collection practices, alleging that revenue generated in Kano is being diverted to Lagos. Young people from Lagos are aggressively pushing to levy taxes in Kano, while telecommunication companies registered here first effort to channel their taxes to Lagos, Kwankwaso stated. He further claimed that northern entrepreneurs are being pressured to relocate their business to Lagos due to tax incentive that disproportionately favor the region, describing these actions as detrimental to the northern economy. Kwankwaso also highlighted challenges plaguing northern Nigeria, including insecurity, poverty, and economic disparity, warning that current trends could deepen societal divides. There are efforts to impoverish the poor while enriching the wealthy, a dangerous trajectory for our society, he noted. He urged northern lawmakers to remain vigilant, recalling incidents from 1990 to 2000 when he alleged members of the National Assembly were bribed to support legislation that negatively impacted the region. Our lawmakers must protect the interests of the northern Nigeria and resist pressure that could harm our people, Kwankwaso added. The speech underscores Kwankwaso's growing concern about economic and political marginalization in the northern Nigeria, sparking further discourse on regional equity in national governance. In another development, Niger State Governor Mohammed Umar Bago has urged the Minister of Works, Senator David Umahi, to revoke the Minasulejo Road project contract from Salini Nigeria Limited, citing the company's failure to deliver after 14 years. Governor Bago made this appeal during a town hall meeting at the Idris Legba Kutigis International Conference Center in Minna, focused on the 125 kilometers Niger State segment of the 1,068 kilometers Sokoto-Badagry superhighway. The governor suggested re-awarding the contract to high-tech and CCEC companies he believes have the capacity to execute the project. He also expressed gratitude to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for prioritizing critical infrastructure projects like the Sokoto-Badagry superhighway, an appeal for refunds of state resources spent on federal road in Niger State. Highlighting the road's significance to local communities, Governor Bago urged the Ministry of Works to include further roads in the project designed to connect farmlands and boost agriculture productivity. In response, Minister of Works Senator David Umahi acknowledged the delay and promised decisive action. He called for a meeting with contractors handling federal roads projects in Niger State, alongside National Assembly members and state representatives, to address challenges and ensure success. Umahi emphasized the federal government's shift to concrete road for sustainability and economic benefit, noting that concrete road lasts 50 to 100 years and utilized that the Tinubu's administration inherited 2,604 projects and called for National Assembly support to secure funds for their completion. Stakeholders, including Senator Mohammed Sani Musa and Honorable Akin Alabi, commended the initiative but called for emergency measures to address the poor state of federal roads in Niger. He assured legislative support for increased project funding. Traditional rulers, represented by the Emir of Kontagora, Alhaji Muazu Barrow II, and community representatives echoed the call for road rehabilitation and timely compensation for affected residents. The 125 kilometers Niger State component of the Sokoto-Badagry superhighway is expected to sufficiently boost regional connectivity, agricultural productivity, and economic growth once completed. In the same vein, the Niger State chapter of the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) has announced that all preparations are completed for the implementation of the new 80,000 minimum wage set to commence in November 2024. NLC Chairman Abdulrahim Idris Lafeni, speaking in Minna, assured workers that the state government is committed to paying the new wage as agreed during negotiation with the labor union in October 25, 2024. Lafeni emphasized that the payment is sacrosanct and will apply across the board. He also revealed that the salary structure under the new minimum wage will soon be made public, adding, "We are working tirelessly to ensure that the government delivers on its promise to commence payment this month." Lafeni praised Governor Mohammed Umaru Bago for prioritizing workers' welfare, describing his commitment as a key step towards advancing the state's development goals. The NLC will continue to support the government in its effort to transform Niger State, he stated. The NLC chairman also commended the state government's negotiation team for their dedication to finalizing the agreement and called on civil servants to increase their productivity in line with Governor Bago's vision for a progressive Niger State. Furthermore, the House of Representatives is set to meet with executive officials to deliberate on proposed tax reform bill before the National Assembly. This critical session aims to provide clarity on the reform and guide legislative decision-making. House spokesperson Akin Rotimi underscores the importance of the meeting, noting that it will enable lawmakers to engage directly with the key promoters of the reform. He assured that the legislative process will prioritize transparency and inclusivity. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu had transmitted 4 tax reform bills to the National Assembly in September, following the recommendation of the Presidential Committee on Fiscal and Tax Reforms, chaired by Taiwo Oyedele. The proposed bill includes the Nigerian Tax Bill 2024, which seeks to establish a fiscal framework for taxation. The Tax Administration Bill aimed at creating a unified legal framework for tax operations. The Nigerian Revenue Service Establishment Bill, which proposed replacing the Federal Inland Revenue Service with a new body, and the Joint Revenue Board Establishment Bill, which introduces a tax tribunal and ombudsman. Despite their broad national scope, the bill have faced strong resistance from some governors and a coalition of the Northern Group under the Forum of Growth and Development of Ariwa, FGDA. The FGDA has announced plans for a protest on Wednesday, condemning the bill as anti-North. In a statement issued from Kaduna, the group convener Jibrin Mohammed criticized the reform for neglecting to address the Northern's developmental disparities. He accused certain Northern leaders of supporting the initiative without fully evaluating its potential impact on the region. The coalition has demanded a review of the proposal, declaring that the bill will deepen economic inequality between the North and the South. He rejected and deemed these bills unacceptable as they will economically disadvantage the North. The statement reads, "Meanwhile, President Tinubu has dismissed call for some state governors to withdraw the bill for further consultation, signaling his administration's determination to move forward with the reform as part of its broader fiscal policy objectives." Finally, Nigeria and India have reaffirmed their commitment to a robust strategic partnership, promising to strengthen collaboration across economic development, defense, healthcare, and food security. This declaration followed Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's state visit to Nigeria at the invitation of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. During the visit, the two leaders held private discussion and presided over bilateral talks focusing on counter-terrorism, maritime security, and intelligence sharing. They agree on coordinated action to combat piracy and safeguard trade routes in the Gulf of Guinea and the Indian Ocean. India, already Nigeria's largest trading partner, aims to expand bilateral ties through its $27 billion investment to $7.9 billion trade relationship. Both countries pledged to finalize key agreements, including economic cooperation agreement, double taxation avoidance agreement, and bilateral investment treaty to foster trade and investment growth. Following the Nigerian-India Presidential Roundtable in September 2023, Indian investors committed over $14 billion across critical sectors, including industrialization, energy, telecommunication, and defense. Prime Minister Modi highlighted India's readiness to support Nigeria's defense modernization and reaffirms commitment to long-term crude oil and LNG contracts. Both sides also discussed technical collaboration in pipeline security, CNG conversion, and LPG bottling. Food security was recognized as a priority, with both nations agreeing to enhance agricultural cooperation from high-yield seed to technical expertise. India thanked Nigeria for supporting its UN resolution on the International Year of Millet, while Nigeria appreciated India's concession on rice supply. India pledged to share its CoWIN digital health platform to enhance Nigeria's vaccination program. Both leaders also agree on expanding healthcare facilities and virtual learning opportunities under India's EV-BABS scholarship scheme. The two nations emphasized their shared heritage, promising to deepen cultural exchange, tourism, and academic partnership. India's support for Nigerian students and cultural troops was commended as a foundation for further collaboration. On the global stage, the leaders reiterate their support for UN Security Council reform and pledge to work on renewable energy projects as members of the International Solar Alliance. Nigeria also acknowledged India's invitation to join the Global Biofuel and River Cities alliances. The visit underscores both nations' dedication to fostering a mutually beneficial partnership while addressing shared challenges and aspirations. This has been the Papyrus TV Africa.
The papyrus.